let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Fuck!
And I'm here too!
Yeah.
I need to, get stuff changed
what are
on
you
my
talking
screen.
about?
My fucking words are getting all jumbled. I don't want to be
Vernon?
laggy is what I mean to say.
We would never lie.
When have we ever lied? You really think we would do that?
You really think
Go
we
on the
would go
internet?
on the internet and tell lies?
And tell lies?
Tell people we were playing a video game and then play a different video game? That was the same video game. I swear to God,
It's the same video game.
I got my PS5 back from the repair shop, and that's what Ace Attorney looked like.
Yeah, that's normal. We just got the secret case.
Yeah.
We got the secret time travel Easter egg.
They sent my PS5 directly to Capcom, and they installed that on the hard drive.
Yeah, exactly. Just because we're God's specialist gamers doesn't mean you get to call us liars.
Just because God's touched us.
Doesn't mean that he can't touch you too.
Maybe one day you'll get the secret gamer section.
Exactly. You just have to train for it. It's like Goku.
But should we get right into the game? We had to stop. Okay, wait, let's first talk about why we had to start late. Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Exactly at 6 o'clock. Everything had been
On
working
the
for like
fucking dot.
half an hour. Exactly
Yeah,
at 6
we were just sitting
o'clock.
around. We were just sitting around talking about like Buff Peter Griffin being in Fortnite now.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it hits 6 o'clock, everything goes to shit.
Couldn't hear the game at all. The PS5 turned off.
Yeah. Val had to completely restart her computer.
So I had to
To get
set
it
up
to work
stream in
again.
like 3 minutes. Oh well. But how about we jump into the game, shall we?
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm so scared to voice Sholmes, I kept telling myself, oh, I'm gonna watch videos on how to do a British accent, and then I didn't. So,
Hello, governor.
hello,
Radio,
governor.
radio.
This is pretty much what I'm gonna have to do before every single Sholmes line.
Buff Peter Griffin has an entire commercial explaining why he's buff. I saw that. There's like a buff cat, right? And gives him like protein powder.
What?
I
Wait,
saw
Fortnite
this on
has
Twitter.
lore?
Fortnite has so much lore. What do you mean? That game's all lore.
What do you mean?
Fortnite is all lore. There's every season, there's just a massive expansive story.
What?
Fortnite's a
I thought
story
Fortnite
game.
was just like, hey, here's the shooting game that we put every single character into. David Hayter recorded himself doing a codex call with Peter for Fortnite. What?
Is that allowed?
What the fuck? Is that allowed?
Is that allowed?
Fortnite has official tie-in comics with Marvel and DC?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Fortnite's real.
I had no idea.
Imagine if the save was gone.
Oh my god. I remember fucking nothing.
Basically, Caesar Zappelli in the back there is accusing the little blonde girl of stealing, I think.
Oh, right.
Oh, and Sholmes was just about to do a big deduction, so he's gonna talk for an hour.
No!
It looks like... Oh no, I'm so used to doing Toad. It looks like we're going to hear this deduction, whether I like it or not.
Ryunosuke's like, well, I've waited a fucking year for this deduction, it better be good. Genuinely do not remember us being this far into the game. Yeah, me neither. I remember nothing.
There's a ginger
All right.
guy who keeps trying to shoot himself. I remember that.
Right, yes. Because you sent the funny gif
Mhm.
with him running away. Alright, let me... Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. It's a little weak, but you know, hey, it could have been worse.
Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? I sort of remember this.
Pardon? I was time traveling.
When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help straight away. Not an hour later, or a year even.
Ryunosuke in the back like, wait, that was real? I thought I just dissociated really
Wait,
hard.
that was real? What the fuck was a car? And a condom? What was that? You're tasting so funny.
Don't worry about it, Ryunosuke.
I know that I used a voice changer for this one, but I don't know what one.
Must have just been like the guy voice, right?
It wasn't the boomer one.
It wasn't?
No.
I'm gonna go through all my
Things and see
That one sounds kind of.
one of
Oh, not that one.
these ones. Maybe. No.
Yeah, just turn on all of the voice changers at once.
It may have just been Bob.
Maybe.
Hello? Yeah, it was this one. It was this
Yeah,
one.
that sounds like the right one. That
And
sounds like the
you-
voice for this guy.
Pray tell, are you? Pray tell, are you?
His name is Eggert Benedict?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Eggert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. Can Sholmes stop using big words?
I beg your pardon.
The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed.
Dad,
This voice is kind of uncanny, to be honest.
it's perfect.
It is perfect for this guy. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate with the intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? I
How?
almost read that as delusions, and it's like fitting for Sholmes.
He turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. I made a funny. I'm the main character. I'm the protagonist.
He just says that out loud.
Why, yes, Mr. Naruhodo. It seems you are. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction.
Just who do you think you are, sir?
Oh yes, as I had hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for.
Is this like the first time this has gone smoothly? Like, right away, the guy was like, "How did you know?"
I think so. Like every other time that Sholmes has done his deduction thing, everyone's like, you are just straight up wrong. Also, I just noticed there's a little thinker statue in the background. That's a cute little detail.
Oh! I remember old game.
I remember old game. I remember that thing killed 2 people.
Oh god.
So, shall we begin? Oh, okay, now it's time for Sholmes to be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular! A great deduction. The game is afoot.
Topic 1. Mystery Man's aim.
First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. Claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street.
I bet he has something in his hat that will be important to a case.
Oh, yeah. It's like he's hiding a murder weapon under there or something. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
No.
Piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Yeah, just throw the paper away as soon as you're called out on it. That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Uh, ah.
The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person.
It's not
exhibits
his!
Oh, it isn't!
It says AG! That's not his name!
That's not your name! That's not your name! Which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What utter rot. I've had this game for years.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Did you need your
Yeah,
your
I
wacky
like
goggles to...
wacky googly eyes.
Someone needs to, like,
Make him look
make
at a
this
bug.
into a meme. It's like,
The
just
stick
make
bug.
Sholmes look at shit. Yeah!
Make him look at the stick bug.
Make him look at the stick bug. He deserves to see it. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all.
Sir.
I mean, could be
Ah.
right. Could be a sword in there.
That is true. It could be a sword.
It could be a sword. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. I mean, kind of not wrong, that's where the initials are.
That is true.
From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused.
It's T-posing. And that is so epically cool.
That is what, in 100 years, kids will call an epic poggers moment.
And other kids will say it's cringe.
What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I? But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod
Oh!
is the broken handle of a shovel.
Are you insane?
And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises.
You are probably the stupidest man I have ever seen.
I want that isolated. I want that, like, just that moment of silence, and then you are the stupidest man I've ever seen.
Add that to the soundboard.
Add it to the soundboard!
No, he's cooking. He's trying his best.
We gotta let him cook. We gotta let him cook.
All Shomes does is cook, and he burns every time. Every meal he makes, he burns. I've had it.
To be fair, the start of this fucking deduction thing every single time is just Ryunosuke standing back like, no, let him cook. And then going back in after the fact to replace all the burnt bits.
YouTube is committing violence
no.
and not letting me clip it. No, YouTube!
No! They need to focus on actually making the site usable, not on whatever ad blocker shit they've been doing lately. By the way, switch to Firefox and download uBlock Origin. It blocks all of the ads. They've been in an arms race with YouTube, and it's still blocking the ads for me.
I haven't had ads.
Hell yeah. It's like, typically whenever I'm at home, it's like I have YouTube Premium on my other account, so it works out. But whenever I'm at work, I don't want to log into my personal emails and stuff on, like, the work computers.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to, like, sign it in guest mode.
On my TV, I don't have YouTube Premium, so I get ads, but they just added a little circle thing that fills up to show you when you're allowed to skip the ad. Before it was just a countdown,
that's cool.
But now there's a little circle.
Nice. I would just prefer to not have any ads. I don't want to see them. Get those shits out of here.
But if you're watching the Valerie Valkyrie YouTube channel, maybe ads would be are cool and fun.
Yeah, ads can be cool and fun on this channel and this channel alone. Watch all of them, skip none of them.
Not that I get money for YouTube, but...
Nah, but someday.
At 500 subs!
The dream is real. The dream is real. How many subs are you at right now? I don't have the stream open. I have chat open.
449. 448.
So close.
I know.
Everybody subscribe to Val right now!
Go onto your grandma's computer. Go onto your grandma's computer and subscribe to my channel.
Yes. Log into your family members' personal Google accounts and have them subscribe to Val. This will not backfire. Alright. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime.
To tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery. Topic 2. Great crime.
Okay, he still has time to turn it around. He still has time to cook.
He's still cooking.
He's still cooking. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning.
Oh my god, Papa just fell asleep and he's so cute.
Aww.
We made like a new little bed area for him on top of like this desk that I have in here that I don't use. We put like one of his favorite blankets on it. He looks so cozy.
That's perfect for him. Meanwhile, Vesta's been going apeshit and scratching everything in my room, and I just kind of have to sit here like, please stop, please stop. She's calming down now, but
This
man.
is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I can expect to find there?
Well, he's proven!
Some less than treasure, I suppose.
What? You...
It's safe for
None
such
of those words sounded right.
Safe for such a fanciful theory. What possible reason could I have to do as you say?
pitch for a second there.
What? Did I?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were doing.
Is it the voice changer? Is it like changing what I'm saying?
I think a little bit. Like, there was one line where it basically just turned to gibberish.
Oh no.
I think it doesn't quite know what to do sometimes.
And that's even better. He sounds drunk.
He does actually. He sounds like he came here, like, drunk out of his mind, and now there's this man who's just like, clearly you wanted to be a mole man, and that's why you came in today. Like, imagine that being your life.
I'm wondering if maybe it's because sometimes I put on a little bit of an accent. Maybe if I just talk sort of normal, it'll like smooth out a bit.
It does sound normal now. It does sound pretty much flawless now.
Okay.
All right. Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict.
Oh.
Oh, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor.
If this character didn't already have a voice, I'd want to do like a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Voice for him, but it's been too long. This is the exact voice he had last time, and he has to stay the same. But
we need some continuity.
One character is gonna have a meal, a succulent Chinese meal voice. Have you seen that video?
I don't remember what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen that video.
There's this guy getting arrested at like a Chinese restaurant in Australia, and like he keeps going on like, what's the charge? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? And then he says that the police are like touching his penis. But
see,
it's weird to me how he values Australian memes. It's such a
it'd
good
be like
video.
us hearing you quote Letterkenny.
Yeah. Or Trailer Park Boys.
Or Trailer Park Boys. Oh man, see that is especially funny to me though, because I literally got Chinese food for the first time in like months today.
Oh, you should have went in and said, what's the charge?
A succulent Chinese meal?
Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Good God, I've still got leftovers from that meal too, so I'm gonna be eating it tonight and like thinking in my head.
You're eating a meal?
A succulent Chinese meal?
That's my favorite thing from Australia.
The prime export of Australia is that specific meme.
Wow,
Did I? Sorry, Vernon.
What else could add up? It's such a perfect video. It's so perfect, Vernon. What's the charge?
You get the number 2 spot easily, though.
Yeah. You're second.
What's the charge?
Yeah, Vernon, what's the charge?
A succulent Australian meme? Alright. Did I read this line?
No.
Okay. Let us consider what it would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter, to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. No, they were drawn towards the gun.
I think he was looking at the gun.
I think he was looking at the gun. Which, I mean, fair. Take it away from the ginger dude who keeps trying to shoot himself with it. Like, get that gun away from him, please. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works.
Oh my god. I just had a funny thought.
Oh?
The first case of this game is just Ryunosuke going like, "What's the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Western meal?"
You're fucking right! God damn! This game was ahead of its time.
I don't think it was. That video is really old.
Oh no! So, if we had just heard about it, like,
that
2
whole-
years sooner,
Oh my god, we would have been so annoying.
we would have been absolutely irritating, and it would have been great.
We would be like that meme. Oh my god, we're irritating.
As if that's not us on, like, a regular basis anyways.
That's true. Somebody needs to draw us in that pose.
You do!
I'm gonna.
Either you or someone else, like, it doesn't have to be you, but, like,
We irritating.
that would be such a... We irritating. God
No.
damn.
Now I see why they didn't let us stream for a year.
We would be too powerful if we could stream regularly together. Like, if life didn't get in the way, there would be, you know,
Hours upon
would have-
hours of just the
Hours
most
upon
irritating podcast.
pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, wasn't that basically that one fucking Kingdom Hearts drinking game stream?
Oh yeah.
Where we just kept doing the same fucking bit of, oh no, our oven, it's broken. Give me a second, oh no, our table, it's broken.
Give me a second. I need to get my story straight. I can't believe they made a sequel to that.
They made a fucking sequel and it's great. I need to find the sequel to watch it. No, I should be playing Great Ace Attorney with you. This shouldn't turn into me looking at memes. This can't be like one of my streams where, like, I get halfway through a game and then someone brings up something, like, completely innocuous in the chat and I'm like, okay, we have to grind to a halt and I have to show you guys this YouTube video.
They broke a second
we
table.
could do that, though. No, they exploded a second oven. Yeah, the
Okay.
YouTube poop break. Exactly.
What's the tallest man you've ever seen?
Have you ever carved your initials into wet cement?
No. At work, we got fresh new wet cement to build, like, our new office building. And by the time we realized we could do that, it was too hard. It was only like an hour later, and it was too hard.
No! That sucks. See, if I had the chance to do it though, it's like,
I don't want
I'd
my
feel
hands
kind
to
of
get
like
dirty.
an asshole. I mean, there's that too, but it's like, okay, am I really gonna ruin like this perfectly good cement just to carve my initials in it? Like, I'm not that important.
Just do your handprint, and then nobody will know.
I mean, but they could go like, hey, everyone on this block, put your hands in the hole.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna see who did this shit. It's like a Cinderella situation.
Do like a little chibi drawing of you. And then no one will know.
You know, fair point, fair point. Because it would look nothing like me and they wouldn't be able to tell. They'd be like, oh, some child took a stick and drew one of their animes in the cement. Those fucking kids.
The cement
The cement
hole
hole
was
was
made
made
for
for
me. There's this one video that I don't know why, but it always shows up, and it's like this little girl and like her mom and her are walking, and her mom's filming her, and then her mom's like, oh, look at the new sidewalk, and the little girl jumps on it, like, because it's the sidewalk, she's supposed to walk on the sidewalk, and the mom like starts screaming like, I'm sorry, like the kid died. But it's just because it's because it was a wet sidewalk and the guys were still working on it. But it's like, why did the mom react like that? Like, just laugh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's no reason to react that hot, you know?
No, you're gonna give your kid anxiety at that point.
Yep.
Also, I think I've already read this line.
Oh, have you?
I think I have. We just got so caught up talking about Australian memes and fucking writing your initials in wet cement that we just completely forgot that Sholmes had spoken. Beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another. One that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. Whoa! Watch, this deduction is gonna end up being important for, like, the actual murder of this case.
This madness has entered the sewers now, has it?
By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite.
What are you?
In summary, sir, you are fucked! You devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels.
Not gonna lie, I seem to like Benedict. He's got a nice face.
He does. I think
Evil,
I just
why
don't like
hot?
him because he's rich. I'm just like, he's probably up to something. He's rich. It's an Ace Attorney game.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
You know, this guy is gonna be fucked up and evil in some way.
But he has beautiful eyes.
He does. I will give you that.
No, master plan.
That was a very elegant spin you did, sir. Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. He's a heel, so it was to be expected that Val would like him.
I know. I know.
With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the... Okay, let me redo that sentence. With what plunder did the thief... fuck! This sentence. Sholmes. Why? Okay. Take 3, here we go.
Action!
With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Still not as good as it could have been, but
Are you quite serious?
having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. See, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know.
We're going to
What?
France, just like in BioShock Infinite.
Woo! We're gonna go and see Stonehenge.
Wait, that's in France?
No.
Oh.
I'm specifically quoting, I have this one fucking video on my computer, and it's just like, it's from like that new Bugs Bunny cartoon that came out in like 2015 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a slow pan down of like a drawn Eiffel Tower, and then it pans down to like Bugs Bunny and his girlfriend, I think? And his girlfriend just goes in the most deadpan voice,
Lola.
Stonehenge. And I think about it every fucking time I see the Eiffel Tower now. I just look at it and I go, Stonehenge. I don't know why I downloaded it. I don't know how I downloaded it. It's just on my fucking computer.
A postcard of the Great Exhibition. I'm afraid, you've quite lost me.
Every once in a while, it changes his voice to be ooh-wooified. Just, like, very, very slightly. He'll just start pronouncing his R's as W's.
Well, what did that sound like?
It sure sounded like something.
Oh no.
Okay, it's just coming up as gibberish. I think you can't actually intentionally do ooh-woo speak, or it doesn't know what you're trying to say.
I did ooh woo, and then I laughed.
Oh, okay, that's why it was gibberish. We're good. It does turn into a little bit of gibberish whenever you laugh.
Oh god.
It's
It's
fun.
We
It's
need
like
Benedict Ara Ara.
Oh no. Well,
Ara.
great.
Well,
that was
what
like
did it sound like?
It was the stale white bread of Ara Aras. Oh god, Nightbot! Nightbot heard that and just started blasting! Come on, now!
Ara. Nightbot.
Currently in the final stages of... Huh?
Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I think we both started talking at the same time. Currently in the final stages of preparation. The great exhibition will soon be underway. That's where the murder's gonna happen. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower.
Oh, the Millennium Tower?
Whoa! Didn't realize this was a Yakuza game. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road.
Pardon?
Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating. Is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank. Special reserve funds for the great exhibition. Turns into a beat 'em up this chapter. Whoa!
Whoa! First, there's time travel. Then it turns into a Yakuza game?
This game has everything. They were like, whoa, we are gonna just blow people's minds with this one.
Also, please read this next line.
Of course, that is top secret police information. So keep it under your hat, please. Okay, there's definitely something under this man's fucking top hat.
But also, he's just giving away, like, secret police information to...
Yeah, that too!
everybody.
Yeah, he's
Please
just like,
don't
oh, they
tell.
wanted me to keep this a secret. Not for long.
Please don't tell.
I will if it means I get to look smarter.
Conclusion. To steal the Great Exhibition's reserve funds.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle.
And guess what,
Ryunosuke sitting in
Sholmes?
the back.
It was shit, like every other time.
Why do I even let you cook?
I'm never letting you cook again.
No,
Mr.
I need to make breakfast.
Also, cool gun. Can
It
you
is a cool gun.
can you kill me with that, please? Maybe if you kill me again, I get to go to the future. It was awesome
It
there.
really
I
is.
got to collect bugs.
You did. You got to collect bugs. You got to learn that lesbians are real.
Oh yeah, Sholmes! Sholmes, you'll never believe this. Two girls can hold hands in the future. And
Whoa!
and they can show their ankles.
No way. You're lying to me.
It was awesome.
This could never happen.
Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, what do you have to say about my perfect deduction? Well, Mr. Naruhodo? An impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree? Oh, right, I forgot he was depressed this chapter.
Yeah, he is depressed.
Oh, and
I
Sholmes,
forget
guess
why
what?
he was depressed.
Guess what? In the future, everyone's depressed. Every single person.
Oh, no.
Isn't that awesome?
Uh-oh.
And they all just write about it on a thing called social media.
Ryunosuke, this sounds like a dystopia.
They say, I'm more depressed than you, and then they have a depression off, and they just fight.
What fucked up timeline did you enter into?
It was awesome. There was a
It...
police car, and it had lights on top.
Ryunosuke, you're scaring me.
And a computer that had all the information and so much porn.
Okay, you're convincing me back. Tell me more about the future.
There was, you know how I have those two anime girls in my head?
Right.
Well, they were real. And there were so many of them. They're called,
What do you mean they were real?
they're called VTubers, and everybody sees them.
Whoa. Am I a VTuber?
You could be. Anyone could be a VTuber.
Whoa. Never mind. I think I will kill you so you can go to this future.
Hell yeah! Take me now!
I wish I had a
Sholmes
gun.
just starts blasting.
I wish I had a gun noise.
Oh man, I could probably find one. Just a second.
Okay, we have to reenact our thing again. Everybody. Perfect.
Take me now!
Oh, just a second. I went to go look for a different one. Because that one was specifically from Cyberpunk 2077, I think.
Oh my god.
Never mind, I can't find any better ones. Or at least none that there's like a bunch of community sounds, but it's like I don't want to just start clicking buttons.
Take me now,
All right.
Sholmes!
Righto!
Any
You know-
info on starting a YouTube channel? Just do it.
Yeah, basically.
But
It's
that's
like
really all there is to it.
I'll be real, I don't have any better tips. It's like, just find shit that you like and just, like, I don't know, either make it or get stuff made to fit that brand, and then just start shit posting and never stop. That's how I've done YouTube for the last, like 2-3 years. I mean, to be fair, I should also mention that for me specifically, it's like I have no intention of ever making this a career. If you want to do that, I have no advice for you because
Yeah,
I don't
same.
fucking know.
I think
I'm
that
sitting
just
here
sort
in a fucking fish want me, women fear me hat. Like, I don't think that I'm good for advice on any, like, real life practical level.
Yeah, I think going into making a YouTube channel, don't do it because you want to make money.
That's true.
Because
That's
you
true.
want to make videos, because you're not gonna make money for a long
Exactly.
time unless you're really lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's like that's why pretty much every creator nowadays has like a Patreon or a Coffee or something, because I mean, you don't make that much money off of YouTube by itself. It's like you kind of have to have something else. It's one of those things where I don't think I give good advice on how to scare fish. Hell yes, this is exactly what I'm hoping to accomplish. So, yeah, it's like basically just fuck around and find out pretty much. I think that's the best advice we can give, is just like fuck around, figure out what you like to do, and if it does turn into a thing that you can make money off of, all the better. If it doesn't, then it's like, well, at least you're doing something you like.
Yeah.
Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault?
Yes. Never tell anyone. I wasn't supposed to tell you. The police chief will be so mad at me if he found out, but I wanted to look smart. That was more important. It is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence, and now I've told you all, and I'm just trusting that you all can keep it a secret better than I could.
But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly.
He didn't even consider it. He's Danganronpa posing.
And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it?
There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal. And criminals know everything.
But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed your secret.
Aren't you listening to me? He already knows he's a criminal. Criminals know everything. Keep up. This is how the world works. Oh.
Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all.
This was you.
This was me? Oh, fuck. I don't remember the voice I gave him.
I also don't remember. I think it was like just a
Oh,
nervous.
my life! Oh.
He's like nervous.
Oh, my life! I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous.
That sounds right.
And that does sound right for this man. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care.
Don't smile
When it comes
at
to
me.
anyone except for me, I'm allowed to say whatever I like.
I don't like him smiling at me. I don't like this pose.
Yeah, stop staring at me, sir.
He looks polite, and I don't like it.
Yeah, he does. He looks like he's trying to get something from you. It's like...
Look at his
It's
one
like he
tooth.
stopped you. his one extremely long tooth. No, it's not long, it's just wide. I call this the chompa. One can never be sure that someone is privy to secrets. Sorry. Okay, Sholmes, stop wording things in a weird way, please. He's doing the "You're my PogChamp" pose? One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once the word is out, it's out.
Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes.
An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea, because I can't keep anything a secret.
Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to the great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape.
Oh fuck, I could use a good massage. My shoulders are all fucked up.
Me too. Time traveling's crazy business.
I'd believe it. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. Also, happy December to you too, souls.
Yeah!
Of Herlock Sholmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. We don't need to read all of this again.
Yeah, we don't need to reread Sholmes' dialogue. Yeah, just skip over this. You've already heard me say this before. Okay, so he did react. There we go. It's probably the cane.
So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job, so he could dig down through the floor.
Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he?
No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time?
Well, he wanted to sell the cane.
That would probably be it.
That's a proper English gentleman's cane, isn't it? Look at the beautifully polished brass on the handle.
Yes, but Mr. Sholmes is right. It's not the sort of handle you usually see on a cane.
Perhaps it's the latest London fashion. I mean, that's just guesswork, of course. I'm bluffing.
Perhaps you could adopt perhaps you could adopt a cane, Mr. Naruhodo. It might rather suit you.
I have a feeling it might argue with the sword around my waist.
I was gonna make a joke like,
Yeah, I could pretend that I'm Kazuma.
But then I forgot that he does have the sword.
He does have a sword. Man, both Sholmes and Naruhodo are just strapped.
Open carrying.
He just got weapons pretty much everywhere.
It certainly is a flyer for Mr. Windibank's shop.
Let's see.
I bet it's not a job recruitment. Oh, it
Imagine.
is. It is.
Oh, it is.
Windibanks wants you. Pawnbroker's assistant required. It's an eye-catching advertisement, that's for sure.
I've seen the same flyer up here inside the shop, I think. Perhaps Mr. Windibank is always in need of more staff.
So Mr. Benedict came here to apply for a job?
No. Also,
No.
again, hate that question mark. That's not in the same font as the text.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Why is it like that?
That's just too hard to believe.
Oh, we can look at his stylish hat.
We can. Can we look under it?
That silk top hat is whiter than white. Only an English gentleman could hope to carry off something so bright.
But it looks so incordious with the blank overcoat, don't you think?
Perhaps it's the latest London fashion. Londoners love to look ugly. I mean, that's just guesswork, of course.
How about it, Mr. Naruhodo? I think you'd look very fetching in a white top hat.
Well, you know, I think it might look rather
Incongruous.
incongruous with my black university uniform, so...
I think that's all we can look at, right?
This is all I can do.
So maybe it is the cane?
Oh, the back!
Oh!
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 Oh! Look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here.
I don't believe it! Believe it!
What is it?
Believe it!
Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cat, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed
Absolutely
description of Miss
dripless.
Lestrade. Absolutely maidenless.
Goodness!
There's even a sketch of her hat and all. Although, if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure.
And look, the details of this shop have been written down here too. Windibank's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline 15th of April.
Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper?
Maybe they were being set up.
Well, there's that camera that Sholmes made this man
Oh, yeah.
buy. How is there more? What else
think-
could there be?
Is there? Or is there? We
It's-
just have to present something.
It's not letting me do anything.
Oh.
We had to
Well.
keep looking. Unless it's the AG on the cane?
I mean, it did change from scribbled writing to information about Miss Lestrade, so maybe click it again. Or we can present it when you're hovering over something.
Oh, okay.
Suspicious writing on the back of a suspicious flyer in the hands of a suspicious gentleman?
I didn't think there was anything suspicious about the flyer, Mr. Naruhodo. But yes, Miss Lestrade's name and height and a description of her clothes she's wearing.
Not to mention the sketch of her likeness, which I'm fairly sure she wouldn't take lightly. And today's date, yeah.
There we go. So yeah, if you hover over it, it It was popping up and
Oh,
saying,
there.
yeah, triangle to present.
Take that! Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade.
Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery here.
Why are you acting like you thought of this?
Because I did. I just didn't tell you until now.
I'm gonna make you time travel.
No. No, wait. I don't want to be more depressed.
Oh.
You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you.
But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie.
I'm doing a cool pose now. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windybank's pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat.
I don't like when he has confidence. Wipe that
I need him
smile
to be-
off your face.
Yeah, I need him to be anxious and sweating.
Yeah.
So, you waited outside for the young girl to matching the description you have written down to arrive.
Oh.
You have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions.
Oh.
The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What? I don't know. I've had this cane for years. Oh. I think.
he's just redo it. Yeah.
Yeah, just redoing. Yeah, okay, so here we go.
What's a ferrule?
It's the metal cap commonly found on the end of a cane, Mr. Naruhodo. In the future, they were rubber, remember?
Ah, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement. I was so sad when they got rid of that in the future.
It would be cool if we still had that in the future.
Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane.
But it doesn't actually look broken, does it?
No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious.
In other words, there's something secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know.
Yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion.
I got a suspicion.
Benedict, I have a question to ask you. Look here, Miss Sussano.
Oh, look at that gator. Look at the gator over his
Oh!
shoulder.
Creepy. Do you think that's
That's cool.
foreshadowing?
Ooh. Is this guy
Oh,
gonna get eaten by a gator? That'd
visual
be cool.
storytelling?
Whoa!
There are some letters on the handle.
Ah, yes. Those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names.
So, Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? High school.
That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously. Oh,
AG. Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? What was this fool's name?
It was Ags Genedict.
William Smithers.
Take that!
Yeah, there's nothing else that could be right.
The contradiction of which I speak of is, of course, the initialing.
A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Eggert Benedict?
Oh,
Agatha Christie, the tastiest author in all the Wild West. We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are E.B.
John Egbert.
No!
E.B.
You learn too much in the future, Ryunosuke!
E.B. Egbert.
Yet in— oh wait, this is Sholmes, never mind. Yet in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials A.G. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree?
no. You're wrong. This game isn't.
You said before that you'd had that cane for years.
Yes, I inherited it from my father. My stepfather. Her adopted father. Grr.
So don't try and tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park.
Again, I came up with 2 very good reasons that this
It's
man
true,
could say.
it's true.
This man looks
In
so much
short.
like a JoJo villain. I'm just waiting for this investigation to turn into a ghost fight. He looks like Caesar Zappelli. Like, that's just Caesar Zappelli.
See, you mentioned Caesar Zappelli being in this case like multiple times, but I did not remember that this man was in it, and I haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, so I just thought you were talking about like the ginger guy who tried to shoot himself. I forgot that this man was in here.
I remembered
I
it
don't know
because
what
of his
anything is.
beautiful eyes.
He does have very nice eyes, but odds are he's a criminal.
That's fine.
Fair point, fair point. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Honestly, that's a better explanation than his real fucking name being Eggert Benedict.
I just can't believe you guys thought my real name was Eggs Benedict this whole time. I was just joking.
We thought it was a funny FNAF sister location reference.
Oh,
Recoil, sir. Is something wrong?
this is...
Is it because I referenced FNAF sister location? A lot of people don't like that game.
Yes, I don't like horror games. I get scared easily.
Understandable.
Freddy
Understandable,
Fazbear
pussy.
is so scary.
I was about to try and fucking sing the FNAF song, but in Sholmes' voice, and I'm like, I'm not good enough at voice acting to do that.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you
where you
wanna
wanna
be?
I was thinking
just
specifically of
don't
the
get it.
or.
Har. I don't think I can do it with this.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's like, and the thing is, I'm like, how do I do that in a British accent? All right.
Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared introducing himself with a fake name. And
Sister
claiming...
location is the one with the clown. Sorry, I'm just answering someone in chat.
Wait, like the babysitter clowns? There's 2
yeah.
clowns? Mm.
Yeah, there are clowns. There are clowns in sister location.
Have you seen that guy who tried to play that game, but every time he witnessed a glitch, he had to start from the beginning?
Oh my god.
I don't
See, I
think
feel like that'd be
can't
even
remember
worse
if he
with
did
security
it.
breach.
Oh yeah, it
See,
was
if you
it
tried-
was security breach. That's the one I'm thinking about.
Ah, fair enough.
I
so
was
I was about to
thinking
say, like,
of
I
the
don't
ones
remember-
in the kitty cool, those clowns. The sun and moon
Oh, the fucking sun and moon?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like Circus Baby, and there's
Right.
Ennard, which is it has a clown face.
Yeah, he's a bit
The rest of it
clowny.
is not a clown, but it has a clown's face. So glad that Toreador March has been reduced to that FNAF song. I mean, what else has used it? In like the last 20 years, what other piece of popular media has used that fucking song? If you hear a sound, it's probably my chair. It's squeaky.
But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description, which suggests that everything he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Does it have initials in it?
It might.
Sir, can you take this off and can I check? Never mind.
Split seam. Whoa.
Because it's too small.
Oh.
Because of his big rippling muscles because he's a JoJo character. Oh! The seam on the shoulder there is coming apart. Look! So it is! Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said? Oh. How was my impression? I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded like a bit of a tiny growl. But now, I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open. And you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I would like to see. Me too, Susido. Sorry. So, how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving this some thought.
She's like, yeah, he might be a criminal, but he's also hot. We can give him that, right?
If evil, why hot? The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see.
Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit.
Having forced it over your broad shoulders, your big broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart.
Just a second, Ryunosuke, I have to dab. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so baldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Dissing this guy's fashion sense for the fun of it.
Did you just call me bald?
I mean, you haven't taken off your hat? If you want to beat the bald allegations, take it off!
He reacted.
I love it when gamers pull off like a fifth wall break. But this catalog of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose.
And then he's gonna talk about to steal.
Steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Windibank. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. Here we go. Solve that part. All right. So now Sholmes is gonna say some bullshit.
Let me go through this faster.
Please. Oh, I think they're, wait, no, I think they're saying different things this time.
No, this is when it did like gibberish when I was talking.
Oh, right.
Never mind, it's not.
Yeah, no.
This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed wheeze
A wheeze.
to filch
tawdry-
some tawdry article of ponage.
Oh man, this guy is ahead of his time.
Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner, using the watchword? Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? There is no way I'll be able to say this.
N'est-ce pas?
But the voice changer is not gonna know French.
Oh. Yeah, fair point, fair point, fair point.
Lampshade.
Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawned property of another. The method is revealed by the council notice on the counter. Okay, yeah, no.
No, I was just looking at the gun because I thought maybe if I shoot everybody in here, I could just leave.
I mean, to be fair, you would be able to end this conversation. I don't
Imagine
think
if that's
you'd be
what
able
they're
to get
going
away.
for. No, I'm just looking at the gun.
Man. Oh, there's a little picture of a kitty!
Aww. Is that the cat that killed my boyfriend?
I don't think so. I think that's a different cat.
I forget what the cat looked like.
I'm pretty sure it was a black cat. I'm pretty sure?
I thought it was white.
Huh, it could be. It was so fucking long ago.
It was a year ago.
It's
If not
been
longer.
3,000 years.
Maybe that's
He
what
just
he
got
was looking
distracted
at.
by the cat.
The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers, which is a pity.
I was onto something there, Ryunosuke. Someone's gonna do it.
It did sound rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Wendybank would never allow you to redeem the article. The watchword was Professor?
I guess so. I mean, to be fair, would that be the first word you think of upon picking up a coat? Like,
I guess
I think it makes sense.
I would make it something cool, like Tiger Driver
Oh, that is cool.
or
But the thing is,
Suplex
Suplex is a good one.
or Duplex.
Did they know about tigers in Victorian England? Like, tigers live very, very far away from England. And
I'm sure
communications
they must
technology
have.
wasn't the best. They must have, like, heard of tigers,
mean,
but, like, did they
yeah.
actually...
I'm from Japan and I'm here.
You know, fair point, fair point. Ah. I need to stop playing with my fucking earbuds. I keep slamming them against shit, and I'm sure that it's picking up on my mic.
Oh yeah, it sounded like you dropped something.
No! I keep messing with it. I hate it.
Or, looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Wendybank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow?
What's on this?
Oh,
Oh,
no
maybe
lit.
it's probably this.
Maybe.
But I want to look at the gun.
Yeah, look at the gun.
This is Mr. Wendybank's gun.
Yes, loaded with only one bullet, he said. It would appear that being a pawnbroker is a very life or death profession.
That might just be this particular establishment.
No, let me touch the gun. Let me touch the gun.
Let me.
I'll
pick
be
it
so
up.
normal with it, I promise.
This looks to be quite an old lamp.
But it's obviously been well looked after, and there's oil in it too.
In other words, it's still in use.
Yes, it would appear so. But as for how it could be related to Mr. Benedict knowing the watchword for the pawned article, I have no idea.
That makes two of us.
Oh yes, look at the kitty.
It won't let me.
No!
It won't even
Worst
let me
game.
look at the dog.
0 out of 10.
What the dog
Why-
doing?
Why did we even come back to this game? Won't let us look at the cat. Won't let us look at the dog. What is the fucking point? I also don't have an open glass of water with me this time.
Thank God.
So I can do that with no repercussions.
See, I have a desk that has cup holders in it.
Oh, that's sick.
My cool new gamer desk.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's from IKEA.
Reminds me of my
It's really
brother's.
cool.
Hell yeah. It's like, I'm glad to hear that they're making desks with cup holders now, because that's definitely necessary.
Yeah, it shouldn't have taken this long.
It shouldn't have. Like, you know, you're sitting next to all these electronics. You don't just want a glass sitting out in the open. You want it put somewhere out of the way where it can't be knocked over. It's perfect.
Exactly.
I will say, though, when I think about it, hearing about desks with cup holders just makes me think of my brother's racing game setup, where he has, like, a seat from my grandma's old van, and it still has the cup holders attached to the side.
Oh my God.
So he can fit, like, an extra large slushie in there, I think.
I love that.
And then he's got, like, the, like, driving controls set up, and then he has, like, a dual monitor setup. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
He needs to feel the real speed, like he's really driving.
Exactly. It's a hell of a setup, too, because it's, like, I've been to my brother's place, like, and his bedroom is not very big, but he has squeezed this setup in there next to his desk where he does all the rest of his gaming stuff.
I hope the
it's
desk
like-
and the car thing takes up more space than his bed.
The car thing does not take up more space than his bed, but, like, it's close.
Look at this, Miss Sussado.
Sorry.
Imagine teaching Ryunosuke about this gaming setup.
I'm from the future. I already know.
I mean, you didn't learn everything from being in the future for
I
like 3 hours.
saw all. I looked at all the internet.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
All of it. I'll never be the same.
No, you definitely won't be. You just speed ran getting brain rot. You just speed ran having to touch grass.
Oh, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Wendybank has scribbled to himself.
Let's see. What does it say? Oh. Professor.
He just has them all written down.
He just has them all written down. This is the most secure way to conduct business.
Like, he doesn't even have it in the back room. Maybe keep the note.
Yeah,
No.
it's like, you know,
Front desk.
stories like these make me wish that, you know, it's like, on one hand, I'm glad that I was born in the century that I was born in, because it's like, I would be so fucking bored without access to the internet, but at the same time, I kind of wish I was born 100 years ago because crime would be so much easier. Not that I do crime, but I
know,
would
that
if it was
sounds like
easy.
you do crime. You heard it here first, folks.
No, I definitely do not. I've never stolen or done arson in my life, I promise.
Why were you so specific?
This is a promise. I've never committed arson in a Walmart located in London, Ontario. Okay, this bit needs to stop.
Mr. Wendybank must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes.
And an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see? I hope that she was
No,
doing
you need to see
like
all the secrets.
the pearl pose where she's like peeking through her fingers.
Oh, yeah.
So let's
It's like, no, look at the secret, Susato. He left it out in the open. That's his fault.
yeah, redeem all the things.
Yes.
Take that!
We're gonna be rich.
The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question.
I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker.
What is... Oh, that's you.
But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages.
What are you talking about?
Well, he clearly wasn't diligent enough to hide it under the desk. It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade.
In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Wendybank.
Oh, that's me. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice,
You observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger.
Wait,
oh, so he didn't just have it out. He wrote down the word so he could cross-reference it in, like, the big-ass book.
but are they saying this happened like today?
I think so, yeah.
So
It's like this guy,
she
okay,
she
so what I
dropped the thing off, and then like 10 minutes later, this guy was like, "Oh yeah, that coat, Professor, it's mine. Dropped it off here a few weeks ago." Is
yeah,
that-
I think what they're getting at is, like, I feel like someone else gave Miss Lestrade the ticket to redeem for the coat, but like this group knew about it, because I'm assuming it's a group. Like, this guy had to have gotten this information from somewhere, and they were like, okay, like we've told her that this is hers, and you just kind of have to go in and then tell them, like, oh no, she stole from me and it's mine, and like then this way you get to see the code word, and you get to claim it as your own, and you get to look like the good guy and not like you've stolen someone else's property.
I'm confused.
Oh,
Basically, they're setting her up. They were setting her up, and it could be like she's been a pickpocket for a while, apparently. So it could be that maybe she picked one of these guys' pockets, and they were like, okay, we're sending her to jail.
Oh, maybe.
We need an excuse. We need an excuse to just, like, send her off. And if she was caught trying to steal, like, some rich person's coat from a pawnbroker shop, then they could be like, okay, you stay here, we'll call the police. and she can't really escape. Meanwhile, as a pickpocket, she can just kind of run off. That's my theory on how this whole thing is playing out.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
The game theory! Thanks for watching! And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Lestrade.
Master plan.
Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker?
Are you quite serious?
Yes. For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort. Much less a worthless music box disc. Naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. No.
The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets.
No, but look at this picture of Stonehenge.
No.
Please!
Which, according to Mr. Windibank, isn't even worth a penny. And yet, this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo. Could we? Really? I'd better have a thorough look through all the evidence we collected.
Didn't you look before? There's two things.
A metal
Oh,
disc.
right, there's
blood on
there's
it.
the red on it. There's blood.
Look at all the little bumps on the disc. They're so tiny.
I bet this is evidence for a crime.
It probably is.
And that's why he needed it.
Yep,
Yes.
because
the
that is red.
the
Protrusions.
Yeah, are called pins. And they pluck the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Egbert Benedict. Oh, right, it was him. It got caught on
Oh.
him. We did know that.
Oh, okay.
When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you're grating some daikon radish and accidentally catch your finger. Ouch! Just thinking about it hurts and puts me off eating radish.
Yeah, same. Oh, for McGilded!
Oh! Oh! Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc too. And a scribble word
What
or
if-
two. It looks like somebody's
I have-
name. I can't
I
read
have
though.
a theory.
A game theory.
I have a theory. What if McGilded faked his death?
Oh, almost certainly.
And that's why he had to try and steal it.
To hide McGilded being alive.
Exactly. Because the PR of the trial would have been fucking bad for McGilded. So he was like, fuck this, I'm changing my name.
But-
Bye, everyone.
There is one big plot hole in
Oh?
that theory. They ate him after?
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, if he was like burnt up real good, they wouldn't be able to see that it's a different guy.
Maybe it was a different body altogether. I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh!
saying. They made it look like he died, but McGilded was like, oh, just get one of those poor people. Put one of them in there. We got lots of them. They're all in the streets. Because he's rich and he's awful.
For McGilded. McGilded? Could it be? But it is Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this?
Yeah, so that's why he was trying to steal it.
Take that.
Yeah, McGilded voice. You could just take the poor from the parks, they're free.
And he owned all the parks.
He did own all the parks! Okay, this theory is getting better and better.
Do you see this music box disc? Tells us all we need to know.
What's that on the back?
Wait, does he not know?
Yeah, does he not know? That's a...
Well, that sort of
Wait a
puts
minute.
a hole in our plan.
It really fucking does. Unless he's playing dumb. He could be playing dumb.
Or maybe they just told him to get it. Because they had that all written down,
Maybe.
right? So maybe he doesn't even know what he's getting.
Oh, yeah! That's fair enough. And also, wait, it would also make sense if, like, they were trying to throw Miss Lestrade under the bus because
She
Miss
worked
Lestrade
with
first showed up.
McGilded.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Pod!
And she was in that trial, and it didn't end up looking good for McGilded, so maybe they're trying to kill two birds with one stone. Get this back to McGilded, and get Miss Lestrade put in jail. The plot fucking thickens! It reads, for McGilded.
Ah,
Ew!
Oh,
Ew!
fucking Willy Wonka's back. Ah, Mr. Magnus McGilded.
I can't believe people
What a
think he's
fucking
sexy.
guy this was. Huh?
I can't believe people think he's sexy and draw sexy fan art of him.
Dude, people, like, saw Spamton and in one day they made sexy fan art of him. Like, nothing is sacred on the internet.
It's true.
Everything is sexy.
Everything is sexy!
Everything is hot when you're surfing the web.
Oh my god! The new hit single.
Welcome. We're gonna start a parody album. It's coming out in 2020 never.
And
So-
it's gonna be called Now That's What I Call Funny.
Hell yeah.
Well, by the end of the case, he was definitely hot. That is true.
Fair point. Fair point. Unless it was someone else, and it's a body double.
Dun, dun.
Then this man was never hot, and Twitter is gonna have to live with that.
I feel like my brain is
Yeah,
short
unfortunately.
circulating.
The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, whose loan-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Are you a fucking minion?
Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you've squeezed yourself into.
That coat was made for a short king.
That coat was made for small and ugly people, not huge and hot people.
oh,
Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came into this pawnbrokery today
Was
was
to
to retrieve
retrieve an
an
article left behind by the late
by the late
Magnus McGilded.
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 I think we're the opposite of drift compatible.
I think we sounded really cool, Mr. Sholmes.
You can keep telling yourself that.
Ah.
Look, chat loved it. They said we sounded cool.
You know, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take their word for it.
I hope that was the last one.
So that we never have a chance to redeem ourselves?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances.
Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind.
Pray tell, Miss Osoto.
Well, according to what Mr. Wendybank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well-
She's troubled by thoughts of Hot McGilded.
I just can't stop thinking about Hot McGilded. They
Well,
draw him
stop.
with such nice muscles. His 8-pack,
Sosito, no.
it's so large!
Sosito, no. No!
Ah!
You
Well,
must remember what he looks like in reality.
well, but he wears a coat. You can't see if he has abs or not.
But you can see his face.
Well, today is April 15th, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all been carefully recorded in my ledger. I feel like every line that this guy has said this stream, I've done a different voice for him.
Oh, we
And-
don't have McGilded. Oh, we
We
can't see him
don't,
without
but-
his hat.
Oh. Oh, he's not bald.
He's not bald.
Okay, well that clears that up. Shums could be
biggest
bald,
mystery.
though. Have we seen Shums without his hat?
Yes. At the beginning
Okay.
of this case, remember he didn't have his jacket or his hat on.
Oh, right!
I remember because the name of the last episode of the stream was called Hot Single Sholmes in Your Area.
That's right!
Because he showed
I
his
forgot
arms.
about that. So wait, it's been so long since we've done that case, but like, did McGilded die on the 15th of February? So did someone like take his
That's what I'm
fucking
thinking.
coat? Oh, okay.
It was probably her.
Oh, probably. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see.
That's probably like right after he died.
Damn.
What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th February is precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh!
Holy shit!
And 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding.
Suggestive is not the word. It seems the matter is entirely beyond coincidence.
So this is the evidence that would have got McGilded caught.
No. This took place at... Wait.
He
I
deposited
thought when they said omnibus murder, because, like,
Not
McGilded
him.
was also killed.
not him burning, but what he was on trial for.
Oh!
So he killed the guy, put his coat here, so
Oh,
it
I
couldn't
see.
be evidence. It has been a year, so
It has been a year.
You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However,
Oh!
I must insist you hand over the music box disc now.
Two can play at that game, buddy!
Ah!
Now we both have guns. Now what?
It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box.
It'd sure be a shame for you to end up in a box in that fucking outfit.
We already established that being shot just time travels you to the future. Shoot me!
Exactly. And I'm about to send you all the way to year 3000.
What do I do? I don't mind if I get shot, really. There are some things a man must protect at all cost. Like this worthless music disc. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not.
Hold it.
Mr. Wendybank!
This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. No, no.
You only have one bullet, sir! Wait!
You only have a single bullet. He's
Mr.
like,
Wendybank,
he's like, put the
no.
gun down or I'll kill myself. All right, that's enough.
Yeah,
I don't know who this
I think
is.
it is that guy. It was.
Oh, it is!
Inspector Gregson!
Hey, how's it going?
Inspector,
That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines.
This is a good theme song. Gregson!
It is.
Gregson, you slap so much ass!
Yeah, how have you only showed up like twice? So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh?
He wants to shoot me, please arrest him.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait and see. Oh, praise be, you're here at last! I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment.
I called you a year
don't
ago!
fucking do that. What do you mean a year ago? How long have y'all been sitting in this shop?
Oh, you know.
That doesn't answer my question.
Haha. Oh, you know.
All right, I guess I do know.
it would seem
Check
you
in.
have the upper hand.
So is this man gonna get in trouble or anything for
Hot
bringing us
soup!
a good-
Finally! Woo! Sorry. He looks,
Hell yeah, he got
looks
fish and
so
chips.
stupid in that old outfit.
Sorry, I feel like I missed something.
I was yelling about how Benedict has his hot suit again.
Ah, I see. Right, you lot. Jeez, I can't read again. Oh. Right, you lot better have. You lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy.
Penny! Mr. Wendybank very nearly met his end.
Yeah, I was going to do it for real. Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell.
Also, why is she talking about that and not me?
Yeah, I mean, we did get threatened by a pistol, Sussado.
You saw that too, Gregson!
I saw nothing. I had my eyes closed. I was focusing on this delicious piece of fish.
Oh, I want fish.
Me too. It wasn't on sale this week, so I got chicken instead. Oh, dear.
I've been eating those chicken breasts that are stuffed with mozzarella cheese.
Ooh, those are good.
They are good. I get the ones that are just mozzarella cheese. Usually there's also ham in them, but I don't like ham.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand stuffing like one type of meat with like a different kind of meat.
Yeah,
like,
gross. Gross.
Yeah, just like keep them the same. It's like, yes, you can like mix meats in certain dishes, but it's like whenever you specifically stuff one kind of meat with a different kind of meat, it's like why would you do this? You can stuff a different kind of food in there, and then you get like the contrast. I feel like if it's just meat on meat, you don't get a good fucking like taste balance there.
Yeah. More meat. Ban him.
And the whole of Britain could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on.
What? What on earth is the case, Inspector?
Spare no detail, Gregson.
Oh yeah, you're the one person who really should know. You'll keep it a secret.
Yeah, you got a trustworthy face, Sholmes. I'll tell you. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Oh, don't bring up the turducken. Why? That's like 1950s housewife put anything in jello level of like culinary abomination. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station.
No.
Oh fuck, I never considered this. What do I do now?
These do not apply to me, for you see, I am hot.
You know, you make a fair point. Let me think this over.
JK, I was just joking. Of course, Inspector.
Ah! He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat officer, too!
Sir!
You find out 1950s Jello was hyper salty. Head cheese levels of nasty.
Yuck.
There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Gregson's got a really thick neck, huh?
He sure does. Man's built like a thumb. Oh, Inspector. I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. I thought I was gonna have to actually do it. Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning.
I don't know why I
sorry.
thought that was me.
Ah.
Oh!
I mean, to be fair, I thought a Ryunosuke line earlier was for Shom, so, like, no worries.
Oh, yes. Also, why am I always in mourning? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Because he wears all black.
Oh. Oh. I'm just gone.
Yeah. I'll be taking that, whatever it is, of McGilded's down to the yard. Thank you very much.
No!
Oh, fuck, I didn't think this through either. What do I do now?
See, a few people think I'm hot, so rules don't apply to me.
Okay, you're stretching it a little bit there, buddy.
Fuck.
So hand it over.
Sure, yeah, whatever. No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine! That is mine!
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now.
As evidence?
Do they not know?
If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate.
They need a warrant, actually, but...
Yeah, did they invent warrants at this point in time, though? They might not have.
True.
It's all yours, Inspector.
Ugh! Blimey!
It sucks. McGilded keeps fucking up this girl's life.
And so, we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson. And we summarily turfed
Summarily?
out of the shop and onto the street.
Well, shit. To be continued.
Should we start the next chapter?
Yeah, I mean, it's only been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It feels a little soon to end stream.
Also, I just remembered some weird stuff that you were talking about, like, the last time we played this game.
Oh?
You kept bringing up, like, some clown that nobody saw.
The clown is real! We're gonna see him again! clown is real.
The clown is real.
Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh,
Baker
okay, that's
Street.
just the store next to the pawnbrokers.
Oh, yeah.
It was the focus of the street of the scene, so I was like, oh fuck, did he like close down like the day later?
15th of April, Baker Street.
No, we were in that shop for a year.
See? That's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you.
Oh really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm?
What?
Oh my! Surely you were given that.
Yeah. And they let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and then said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me to scarper. I don't know that word.
Yeah, I think it's a British word.
Always pays off. Giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day.
You know, she sort of looks like the Russian girl from the second case.
A little bit.
She's even got, like, the braid.
You know, fair point. I kind of forget what the Russian lady looked like, but...
I remember a braid, blonde. That's it.
Probably blue-eyed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, mind. The music box disc? But Mr. Wendybank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare.
I think not, Miss Lestrade. Shan't enter Mr. Windybanks again today.
Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Wendybank. But that disc's mine. I had the ticket for this coat and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that Rotten Cove said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too. Whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck.
Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day.
Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes.
Without Sholmes, you wouldn't have gotten anything. So, what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening?
Aren't
Are
these...
we inviting her over to dinner?
Yeah, this is a stranger, technically. Right?
Is this normal in Victorian times?
And I think
Did they
she's...
just invite strangers?
She's robbed Watson because she has that gun. Or did Watson give it to
Yeah.
her?
No, I'm pretty sure she stole it from Watson. I'm pretty sure there was like a whole thing whenever we were first introduced to Watson, where she was like, "Oh, I can't believe that girl stole my my grenade gun." So yeah, so she has robbed Watson. Don't invite her over for dinner.
Eh? Maybe this is his plan.
Maybe. He's like, I will make the little girls fight.
Baby fight! Baby fight!
Children fighting. I can sell this. Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure. And I might entertain you with a modest violin recital.
No, Ta.
Oh.
Why would I come around your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something?
Alright, bye.
Oh dear, she's gone.
Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add.
I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway.
Interesting.
Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come.
Very well then.
Is he acting weird in this scene?
Sholmes?
Yeah.
I mean, a tiny bit, just because it's like, okay, why are you inviting her over for dinner? Like, just randomly.
He seems like he's acting like an adult. I don't know.
You know, fair point. Like,
Because he was like sort of the voice of reason for her, like,
Yeah.
not going back in.
it's true.
He's very strange. I'm putting that in my mind palace.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, file that away in the file cabinets of your mind palace. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later, too.
Sorry?
I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Sir, we live there.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, how exciting. What is it?
I can't tell you. We shall have to wait and see, Miss Sasato. Until later, then. Goodbye! He just pulls out, like, a grappling hook. Just fucking starts running on the rooftops, and everyone's like, yeah, classic Sholmes.
No, I wanted to go this way.
Oh. There we go. Oh, it's, like, right outside of our house.
Oh. Huh.
It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office.
A year if you count all the mental time traveling.
I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this.
No one told you life was
Gonna be this way.
Oh, I know! To actually be sharing accommodations with the world's greatest detective. If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course.
I'm going to commit crimes, Ryunosuke. Okay, so I guess we can't go back in. I mean, unless we move, yeah.
Oh, I forget what she sounded like.
I think she was just, like, high-pitched and cutesy.
Ah, Susie! And Runo, was it that?
Or was it just like normal? Ah, Susie and Runo! I think it was just that,
I don't
right?
remember.
I think
You
it
can
was...
use the voice changer, because it is funny.
Ah, Susie and Runo, come in, come in!
Good afternoon, Iris.
I don't think it used the voice changer.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, 100th Assassin, I don't know if you're joking or not.
Oh, Susie. Oh, Runo. I know it wasn't that.
I think it was like
Just up top. It was up high.
Could be, could be.
That feels right. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning.
Oh, don't mention it! Goodness, look at the time already! Busy as always? I am! I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh, yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us.
She's poisoning it.
Guess who it is? Go on. You'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear. It is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting?
Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news.
Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea.
Because she gets to poison it.
Oh, look at the
She
little
gets to
charms on
poison
her
the person.
bag!
Oh. Oh, that's so cute!
They're her and Sholmes!
Ah! Adorable. Oh, wait.
Huh?
I was like, oh, yeah, it's like, I was like, why is she so excited about, like, Gina coming over? Because Gina stole from her. But then, yeah, you read this line and it's like, oh, okay.
I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to?
So Sato's like, you can't just tell a child to do crime, Ryunosuke.
Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, God.
I beg that you won't speak to me.
Sorry.
I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. Sholmes, what's wrong with your head?
Does he
As you
still
can see,
have...
I'm not here.
Does he still have artist block?
I think he does.
I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes. Hurley does.
Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they?
Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here.
Think of it. I wonder where her real parents are. I'm gonna ask!
What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes? You're wondering, am I right? How? How did you...
I've got to say, I still fucking love her outfit so much. I want it in real life.
It's so cute. Also,
It's
I can't believe
adorable.
her hair is just me.
It is just you!
Oh, Runo, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous.
Also, so is every other woman you've met, Ryunosuke.
This is a world of dangerous women.
They can all do this.
They are all dangerous. This is also true in real life. Don't worry about it.
All women are dangerous.
All
Watch out.
women are dangerous.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind.
Okay.
Are your parents dead?
Are your parents dead?
So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right?
Sorry, I've got to read this comment from chat. All women have harmed Ryunosuke from judo flips to being British at him.
Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're best of friends.
Nice.
Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can.
Oh.
And I chase after her down the back alleys.
Well, at least they're having fun.
Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed.
Oh.
There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley.
This is why he's depressed.
He's like, why did I take in this child?
She put chemicals in the smoke grenades that make people depressed.
That's why everybody in the future is depressed.
Yes!
She filled
Because
the air with gas.
We let Iris fucking make smoke grenades that induce depression in people. And it got into the atmosphere. And now everything is fucked.
Ooh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been so long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she does actually come.
Yeah, it'd be sad if, you know, Iris got this fucking excited about Gina coming over, and then she just doesn't show up. It's like a kid sitting alone at their own birthday party.
Yeah.
First my parents are dead, now this?
I'm so sorry, Iris. You're living out a tragic backstory.
I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents?
My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father, well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes! Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together.
She didn't mention that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there.
Really? He recorded them all?
So, you mean it's true? Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh, yes. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
So
It's true, there's one in every Ace Attorney game.
So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? That's also why we can't play this game alone.
It's true. Except you're voicing both Ryunosuke and Sasuto, so
Yeah.
it kind of ended up being a little bit imbalanced. We kind of predicted things wrong.
Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it.
And found your father's memoirs.
Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father.
So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner and lover.
I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me that he wasn't really my daddy, I mean.
It must have done. It must have done. It must have done.
Yeah, that's a Britishism, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm not British. I wonder why.
But he learned British English,
That's true.
so he's British by association.
I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. Hurley said it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me.
Oh?
I mean, yeah, he's a blonde and your hair is bright pink.
Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see, like ghosts.
Imagine if she was the ghost seer.
Oh my god. She's the Maya Fey alternative in this game, but we just didn't know about it until the 5th case.
Sasuto was a red herring.
Sasuto just knows how to do judo flips.
And
which is
read
equally as
minds.
cool. And read minds.
Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Oh my god, she's related to Apollo Justice.
Whoa!
Right.
Have you played Ace Attorney, Apollo?
I have not. I'll be honest, I haven't really played anything past, like, the first trilogy.
Well, now that the Apollo Justice trilogy is coming out,
Ooh, you're right.
it is very good. The whole, like, special mechanic in that one is, like, seeing people's tells for how they lie.
Ooh.
He's really good at
So it's
seeing
kind of like that one video of, like, what is it, LA Noire?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, they have very detailed and very, like, subtle reactions, and this guy's lying, and he's, like, actively grimacing.
Oh, hello, Cornelius! Evening. Oh, wow, you
there.
two sound so similar. It's the Canadian accent.
Do we?
I think Canadian
it
women
must
just
be.
sort
It
of
must
sound
be
like
the
this.
accent. It's true. It's true.
Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually.
I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories.
Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything as soon as he's solved a case. It all but vanishes from his mind.
Mood.
Oh, I see.
That's me as soon as I get home from work.
Same.
I forget everything that happened in my work day. I'm just like, yeah, no, we don't need to remember this shit.
Directly after stream, I forget it all.
Honestly, same. I keep wanting to do, like, you know how a lot of streamers have, like, these good long-running bits. It's like I have to make the active, conscious decision in the moment to be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be ongoing. Otherwise, I don't fucking remember it. It's like, I wish I had the continuity in my brain to just be able to do callbacks, but I don't.
The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that
Everyone's
again.
standing there like, we just did this, sir.
You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris?
That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson.
Ooh.
I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study, so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Iris's father, who went to some distant land
Wait.
And is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson.
Was this the guy that got murdered in the first case?
The courtroom's out here! The trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case!
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh no.
Oh, her dad is so dead.
Oh no.
Her dad is so fucking dead. Oh god.
That's right.
Oh,
Visiting
no.
professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. The guy who ruined my life! Fuck that guy!
I was gonna make a joke like, okay, so who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell Iris that her dad is dead? But now you've said that, and it's like, hey, Ryunosuke, you wanna share to the class?
Iris! Your dad sucked! Your dad ruined my life! He died and it ruined my life! He died!
Yeah, and it ruined my life. That's the important part.
Ryunosuke hates dead people. He hates Kazuma.
The second someone dies, Ryunosuke is like, fuck that guy.
It seems I'm
He's
full
like,
of
he's at his-
rage.
He's at his dad's funeral and he's just like, man, fuck that guy. Why couldn't he stay alive?
My favorite
Instead now he's dead like an
catchphrase-
idiot.
My favorite
Only idiots die.
catchphrase from the Great Ace Attorney is Ryunosuke when he says, "Fuck that guy!" whenever anybody dies.
Amazing. We have to remember this bit of characterization whenever we play the sequel. Dying is a skill issue, exactly.
Yep, 100%. He should have just known that lady had a gun.
He should have just known. Or didn't she poison him?
Yeah.
Wasn't it poison?
Oh, maybe. That was a year ago.
It was a year ago.
How are we supposed to know?
Yeah, I
sure
think there
hope
was
they
even
don't
like a
ask
bait and
us.
switch where it was like, oh wait, no, I remember with that case because it was like, oh yeah, it's this poison, but the poison that she used was only good if it like got into your bloodstream directly and it does nothing if you drink it. But then
so
we were
she
like,
had
oh,
to
he
shoot
went to the
him.
dentist and he got a tooth removed and so it would have gotten into his blood.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Hey, Miss Susanoo, did I kill that guy? Yes.
Oh fuck!
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time.
I think that would be for the best.
Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you.
Mr. Sholmes!
Why did you not make your presence known to me before? We tried, sir. You were dissociating.
Fuck this guy.
Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you?
I just found out that I killed her dad.
Oh, that's fucked up. He was my best friend in the world. What do you mean?
Nothing. We've been with you for most of the day, actually.
No, I'd like you to go back and explain yourself, please.
No!
Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows.
Oh, another music box disc.
No, not another disc, Miss Susato.
You stole it.
This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded's disc.
Oh my!
Then, what's it doing here?
Well, you see, it's very simple. I stole it. You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo,
Oh, sorry.
I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, it's all good. I may well be even more adept at larceny. Maybe that's not something you should announce.
Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. And Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught.
He'd be our Saul Goodman.
All right, Mr. Goodman. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menacing crime notifications.
Yes, I'd be delighted.
I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think.
Oh! What was that? Oh, thank you for subscribing, Hamster!
Whoa!
Woo! We're at 450!
Woo! 50 away
50
from the
away.
big 500.
Then we can have emotes on the channel.
Yo! That'd be cool.
I'm pretty sure that unlocks them. I'm not positive.
One of them needs to be Dot Hog.
Dot Hog. I feel
Yeah,
like
Dot
we
Hog.
need a dark cloud emote.
You do! We do need a dark cloud emote.
The music box disc.
Music box.
I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard.
Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. What is that? Is that chocolate?
Shoeless caramel?
Caramel? Sholmes is caramel.
Oh. He wrote that on there?
He wrote it on there.
He made his own box?
I think he did.
It has his face on it.
He has his own merch.
That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right. He was like scorfing that stuff down at the pawn shop.
He has his own brand of caramel, specifically so he can conveniently commit caramel-related crimes. You will
He's got
humor me, my
sticky
dear fellows. I
fingers.
will... He does. Cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. My merch was not there. However, I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over.
Yeah, sure.
If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. Is this why he was
switched
acting
it.
like a responsible adult earlier?
I think
Was it because
may
he
have
knew
been.
that he had, like, stolen this and was like, oh, we better get the fuck out of here?
I think he switched it with the other one. There
I
was
think
two.
he did. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not?
Yes. Yes, you did. But I still don't understand.
It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. So did you put a bar of... Oh!
Oh!
Oh, that's smart!
He is smart. He does have a brain.
He has a brain, it only works sometimes!
He's not just a himbo.
He's a himbo with a brain! I pressed the disc into a pair of bars like this.
That's amazing! The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel.
Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. You can buy it on my shop.
Go to my Etsy.
It's $30 a bar. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. Just this once, I'm gonna go all out. Sholmes activates his one brain cell.
I'm going to eat the evidence.
It does look delicious.
Did you read this?
Yes I did.
How extraordinary!
Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Like a house key, for example. Simple press in its unique form is duplicated. Okay, now you're just teaching us how to do actual crimes. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment.
Yeah, it
Activating
sounds
the one brain cell
illegal.
comes with a terrible cost. A caloric cost. From the image, I was able to create this. I confessed I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played.
Let's listen to that bad boy.
Yeah, pop that bitch in.
Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes, what music does the disc play?
I haven't played it yet.
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea.
We don't have one of those things.
No idea.
None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows?
No, I'm afraid not, even though they told us at the beginning of the case. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? Inside
the
a
graphics
music
and everything.
Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. small pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with on it.
But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. Honestly, music boxes look really cool whenever they're working. Like, have you ever had just, like, a music box that, like, shows the inner components?
No, but I want one real bad. They make ones for Kingdom Hearts and Nier.
Ooh, that's cool. See, I had one as a kid. I'm pretty sure that it was, like, broken from something else. I don't know how I got my hands on it, but it was literally just, like, the mechanical part of, like, the music box, and it could still be wound up and everything. I don't remember what song it played. It might have even just played Happy Birthday, but, like, I remember I would wind that thing up and I would just watch it go because it looks cool.
Convenient, since I bought a couple Sailor Moon music boxes as Christmas gifts today. Ooh!
Ooh!
It's fancy.
That's
a music
cool.
box would be a really good gift for someone.
Yeah! It's like, I fucking love music boxes. I don't actually own any of them right now. It's like I keep going to Value Villages because whenever I was younger, like in my teens, I would see like music boxes at Value Villages pretty frequently, and I always thought like, oh, maybe when I'm older, like whenever I have my own place, I'll get one and I'll like repaint it and whatever and make it look all cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
now
whenever I go to like the Value Villages in the city that I live in to just do some thrift shopping, they never have music boxes, or at least none that are like, you know, nice.
Value
So
Village
it's
is
like
hit or miss, but it usually misses. Hit or miss.
Usually.
I guess I always miss.
yeah, that's Value Village's theme song. I feel like ever since they took out like all of the change rooms, I was just like, I'm just not shopping at Value Village anymore, I guess. Because it's like, how am I supposed to know if shit's gonna fit me? I'm not buying it and then like bringing it home to try it on and then bringing it back if it doesn't fit. Like, what? At least if I buy it new, I can just go into the change rooms. Alright. Anyways. Is Value Village like US Goodwill? Is Value Village a Canadian thing?
It is.
Oh!
We
I didn't
also
know that.
have
I thought it was
Goodwill,
like an
though.
American thing that we had up here. Sorry? I think we talked over each other.
Oh, I said we also have Goodwill, though.
We do also have Goodwill. Value Village is just a lot more common. It's a thrift shop.
Yeah, it's a big chain.
It's a big chain thrift shop, and they've gotten pretty greedy over the years. Like,
Yeah, and they've been found out that they'll put, like, fake tags on things so it looks like it's brand new from Sears and someone just donated it.
really?
This was a
I
few
had no
years
idea
ago.
about that.
There was a girl... Well, if you go to, like, the purse section, a lot of the purses have tags from, like, Sears or The Bay.
Ooh.
So one lady was like, I'm gonna donate this really old shitty purse just to see what happens. And then the purse showed up in the Value Village and it had a brand new tag on from the Bay.
Oh!
And like it said it cost like a whole lot of money and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, so if you're ever at Value Village and something has a brand new tag from another store, don't believe it.
Don't trust like that. Don't trust like that.
Mm.
See, Value
They're
Village has
lying.
also gotten, like, overpriced over the years, too.
Yeah,
It's, like,
it's good if
I was looking...
I bought a whole bunch of frames there, like picture frames. Those tend to be okay until you get to like the bigger sizes and stuff. But like
yeah, fair enough.
I could get like a bag full of like little frames for like $2. Because I wanted to do that anime glass painting.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I bought a whole bunch.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's like... I know that whenever I was younger, it's like you would go to Value Village and you could find clothes and it was like almost always under $10. And I was
Yeah.
looking at some reviews of some Value Villages just around my city because I haven't been thrift shopping in a very long time, and I was like, well, maybe at some point soon I'll go and do that again. So I was looking at all the thrift shops in the area, and like every Value Village there were people like, hey, like I think I saw one review where it's like, I literally just saw this same shirt, like, identical everything, for sale at Walmart, and it was $2 cheaper there than it was at Value Village.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not great.
Yeah, buying
It's
clothes
not
there
great,
isn't
the
worth
absolute
it
state
anymore.
of Value Village. I feel like in a lot of places, you're better off just going to, like, I don't know, like, not chain thrift store. Because every
Yeah.
time that I've been to one that isn't, like, a big chain, it's like, I find all kinds of nice stuff. Even though they tend to be, like, really small locations, like, literally homes that have been... Like, I went to one that was just, like, a house that was, like, the bottom floor was, like, turned into, a thrift store area.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's like I got, like, 3 nice pieces of clothing there that I still wear on, like, a regular basis.
There's this one
And
thrift
meanwhile-
store. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, meanwhile, I go to Value Village and it's like, I look through, like, all of the tops and I'm like, nothing's really standing out to me.
Yeah.
I go through, like, all the skirts, I'm like,
It's all samey.
Yeah, exactly.
There's this really nice thrift store in the city that I go to, and last time I went there, it's all like designer clothes, and the prices
wow.
are decent. And the last
Damn.
time I was there, I got a Lolita jacket, like winter jacket, very
Holy
nice
shit.
quality for like $20, and I looked up the brand and found the jacket. It's like a $500 jacket.
Holy shit, what brand was it?
I forget. I'll tell you after stream. I'll check it out.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's like
Fair
it's
enough.
pink and it's like a suede material and like it has quilted hearts all in it. It's very cute and it
Oh,
looks like it
sounds-
would be very warm.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think if I've seen a coat like that from any of the
Maybe.
major brands, like, relatively recently. I don't think so.
I'll
That
send you a
sounds like
picture
something
of it
that...
after stream for sure.
Okay, sounds good. Like, it sounds like something maybe the Starshine Bright would put out.
I don't think it was
Just-
that. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's like- It's specifically the mention of suede. Like, that's kind of what makes me go, like, typically if it was like pink with heart motifs, I'd be like, oh yeah, angelic pretty, or maybe the
Yeah, I don't
Starshine
think-
Bright, but it's like, I don't...
I think it was more of a independent brand or something.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright, yeah. Alright. Enough of the tangent. Let's, play the game. I know I'm the one that put us on this tangent, but good god, I'm gonna put us back on track. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce, and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes.
When I was in the future, guys, they didn't even have discs anymore. They said discs were dead media.
Whoa.
Now it's just on your phone.
What do you mean it's on the phone? That's what you used to call people.
I know, but
Idiot.
now... Hey. I'm the one who traveled through time, not you. It's on your phone,
Okay,
and
fair enough.
you can go to an app called Spotify.
Spotify.
Spotify! And it has all the music on it, and all the people who make the music hate it because they don't get a lot of money, and it's really sad.
Once again, the future you're describing sounds like shit, Ryunosuke.
But it was so cool.
I think there's a lot of cool stuff in this century as well, and we're also not all depressed.
So many songs were about sex.
Okay, that is kind of cool.
See?
There are
There
a
was
great many firms
there
in
was
Europe.
this one song, Sholmes, about 2 trucks having sex.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And trucks are so cool. They're like
What is
horse-drawn.
a truck?
They're like horse-drawn carriages, but they're huge and manly.
Oh,
And they don't have horses. But
What-
they
what do
run
you mean
on
they don't have horses?
horsepower. They just go,
Vernon
baby.
brings up a good point. Does Ryunosuke even know what sex is?
No.
Do we have
I
any
mean-
canonical proof that Ryunosuke knows what sex is?
Sure, I know what sex is.
Well, could you tell us?
No.
What? I want to know!
No.
Ryunosuke!
Only the cool kids know. And you're not cool.
But I'm a cool kid!
No. Dads aren't cool.
Says the man old enough to be raising a fucking child?
Dads aren't cool.
What do you mean? Please! Tell me!
Man, smells like
Smells like
up
what?
dog.
What is up dog?
Not much, man. How about you?
Ah! All right. And scene. That's our improv for the day.
Yay!
Yay! There are a
Join
great
us
many
next
farms in
year
Europe.
for our next improv class.
Yes. We will teach you the number one rule of improv.
It's say no.
It's called never don't say no.
Never say yes.
Never say yes. Always say no.
Never
forever.
stop stopping.
Never stop stopping. Don't. My brain is doing fucking. If it called an oven, why you put cold food in oven, hot out, eat the food? Like.
Have you heard the longest sentence a monkey's ever said?
What? Monkeys can speak?
You know, they use sign language.
Oh, okay. I thought we had finally taught a chimp to say the word fuck. Now that's news right there.
So the monkey's name was Chimpsky, and his longest sentence was "Give orange me, give eat orange me, eat orange, give me eat orange, orange give me you."
You know what? You know what? That is about what I would expect a chimp to say. That is, you know, that is what a chimpanzee would ask you if it could speak. God, I would love it if, you know, cause it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, it's so unknown that crows can learn to speak English. I wish they would do it more. Could you imagine if you were just like walking down the road and this fucking bird in a tree just looks at you and goes, "Food? Food?"
So like we teach
like
them how to talk and then release them.
Yes. They need to learn how to speak English. We need to teach the birds how to speak English purely to make life more weird.
Also, apparently the people who taught that monkey how to talk, they named him after a guy who was like, no, monkeys cannot learn human speech.
That's amazing.
And that was
They
the
literally
best,
said, "Fuck that guy."
that was the best result they had.
I mean,
Because they wanted to teach him how to talk.
yeah, but I mean, that is kind of, I mean, the thing is, you're teaching a chimpanzee English, like, of course it's gonna talk in, like, broken sentences, because toddlers do that too! Like, babies don't come out the womb able to say, "Hello, mother. How was your day on this fine evening?" Like, they start saying shit like, "Mama, mama, mama." It's like, they repeat shit over and over.
Yeah, but
It's like, if
we've had
If y-
like chimpanzees in captivity long enough and tried teaching them how to talk as long as we had babies.
it's true, but like humans are different. Like, we're built for language.
We're built different.
We're built different. That's not even a joke. I'm pretty sure, like, as evolution went on, like, that's why. Like, one of the facts that I know is, like, the reason why humans have such pronounced whites of our eyes compared to things like dogs or cats where their irises cover up all of it. It's specifically so that this way we could communicate to other people where we were looking during hunting excursions. Like back in the hunter-gatherer days. It's like we are quite literally built to socialize and be in communities with each other. Meanwhile, chimpanzees are just doing whatever the fuck out in the jungle.
Like, eat orange, me eat. Me eat orange, orange. Me eat.
Yes,
eat.
they just want to eat oranges. They wanna throw shit, and they want to, I don't know, do chimpanzee things, do backflips in trees. That baby's not gonna be a baby forever. After 5 minutes old, they're expected to work in the baby mines.
Oh, yeah. They gotta get the milk. The milk crystals.
That's the only way.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute state of babies in this world today.
Babies are born in debt. Isn't that wild?
That is fucking wild. Because, I mean, yeah, when you think about it, like, when you're born, you're expected that, like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to, like, buy a house, you're gonna have to, like, get your own apartment, you're gonna have to, like, do this,
it
do that.
costs
It's like,
money
you basically
to
are
be
being born
born.
with debt.
That's real.
I mean, that too, but I
in
mean,
the States,
it's
not
expected
here.
yeah, but it's like the parents are expected to pay that off.
Expected? What if they just said no?
Well, I don't think you're allowed to do that. I'm pretty
what
sure
if
that
the parents ran away and left the baby there? Then that baby's like, I'm in debt now. And they
don't
make
think
the
that's the
baby
baby's
work at the
problem.
hospital.
I don't think that's the baby's problem. And also, why does this baby work under run high school host club rules?
The baby has to work washing dishes in the back to pay off its medical bills.
He
For
can't
being
even
born.
reach the sink. Have mercy on the child.
He better. Is all I'm saying. He
But
better
he
learn.
can't.
Kids these days don't want to work.
Yeah, because they're fucking infants. They can't even hold their heads upright. They don't have the neck muscles yet.
Yeah, it's super expensive to give birth in the States. It's wild.
It feels super expensive to do anything in the States. And I know that we're not much better because, I mean, Canada's cost of living is,
Yeah.
it's bad.
If you're giving birth in the States, here's my tip to you. They'll tell you to wait to push until the doctor's in there. But if you deliver that baby before the doctor's in there, you don't have to pay for them. That's why
It's true.
that's why they tell you to wait. So you push, ma'am.
This is absolutely correct.
Tell your husband to get there and catch him.
Also, if you've heard this tip from us and you give birth in the future using this tip, you legally have to name your child after one of us.
Yep.
It either has to be after one of us or it has to be after Herlock Sholmes. There's your choices.
Vernon didn't know.
Vernon didn't know.
Doesn't it sound like so much fun here, Vernon?
I mean, to be fair, whenever we're talking about the baby thing, that's in the States. That's not here. I don't know. Does having a baby cost money in Canada? I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, it does, but it gets paid by the government.
Ah, okay.
That's how our thing
Fair
works.
enough.
Everything costs money here, but it gets paid by the government. That's why it takes so long.
You have bigger Pringles, so it balances out. The modern birthing position makes it more painful.
It does.
I don't know shit about childbirth. What do you mean?
I don't know why, but every now and then I'm like, what's pregnancy? So I'll look up like, how does this work in the States? How does this work in this country?
You know, fair. Like, I think
like,
I've
there are
also
some
done
countries
something similar.
where they're like, hey, you had a baby, you get to stay here for like 3 weeks. You don't have to work. we take care of you, we teach you how to take care of the child, we make sure you're okay. Where here, you have the baby and they kick you out into the street.
Yeah. Like, that other way sounds like how we should be doing it, because also then we're actually teaching parents, like, hey, here's how to be a less shit parent.
It used to be like that. Maybe not that
That's
long,
fucked
but
up.
like you at least got to stay the night.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Because, I mean, what I do know about, like, that whole process is that it fucking does a number on your body. Like, I feel like you should be there for, like, at least a week or two.
Yeah.
Like, don't move from that bed, ma'am. Like, you're gonna fuck up your insides somehow. Don't move. Don't move, please. Alright, Sholmes is just standing there, like, explaining, like, info dumping about music boxes and Ryunosuke. It's like he's just got static in his eyes listening to the anime girls in his brain talk about the miracle of childbirth.
I want, as he's, like, info dumping about music boxes, I want Ryunosuke to be info dumping on pregnancy in the future.
Listen, man, you info dumped about your thing. Now it's my turn.
I want them to be doing it at the same time. Like,
hell yeah.
Sholmes would be like, are you making fun of me?
Ryunosuke's like, no, I just think this is really cool, okay?
It's so sad. They have it so bad there. In the future.
Ryunosuke, what the fuck are you talking about? Stop talking about the future! We know you've been there! It's like, Sholmes just progressively gets more and more pissed about Ryunosuke and keep talking about going to the future.
Because he's so
Because it's
jealous.
like whenever someone, like a coworker comes back from a vacation and they won't shut up about like how nice all the food was in Italy. It's like, just shut up!
I'll never get that, so
Enjoy
shut
my
up!
East Side Marios! There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when even when no performer is present.
And meanwhile, Ryunosuke in the background just slowly, like, rising his head up. You know what else they've got in the future?
They got video games, and we're in one.
Wait, what?
We did it. We progressed 2 sentences. Okay, we'll play the game.
It always devolves into this, though, is the thing. Like, y'all should not be surprised. This is how it always goes.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you watch, right?
Exactly. It's like if you just wanted to see Great Ace Attorney, there are long plays out there that have no commentary, and you can
Also,
just watch the whole game, start to finish.
This game's also always on sale.
It's true. It's true.
The tangents are the content. Exactly, exactly.
Exactly. You get it. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem.
What do you mean? What
As
do you mean?
As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. That's fucked up. We have no way of knowing on which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There's no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable.
Let's break into McGilded's house. I see.
Oh, I like the way you think.
So that's why.
Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one.
Nah, this shit slaps.
So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Every single one.
That's Harley for you. Always taking things too far.
But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. I'll get all depressed again, and you saw how I was.
But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it?
Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room.
What? About the dead guy.
Oh, yeah, him. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear again so soon.
Yes. It's only been a year and 2 months since that grisly case.
I think it'd be very funny if everyone just gaslit Ryunosuke and was like, no, what are you talking about? It hasn't been a year.
Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion.
Oh, real face.
Oh, it's him.
Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained.
Faked it.
And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial,
the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case.
the murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. In the
It's
end,
been a while since we've seen these people.
Yeah.
in the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, my therapist still tells me Hot McGilded isn't real. I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not.
It would appear the case is not yet closed.
Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long.
Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do.
I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it?
Probably left it at the pawn shop.
Probably.
Let this be a
Wait,
lesson.
wasn't he even going there to, like, pawn off his, Wait, no, he was going there to, like, get back his,
Yeah, because he got the
Violent
wrong
thing.
one back. So
Right.
he went back to get the right one.
Yeah, right, fair enough. It's all coming back to me. Slowly.
Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker.
Yes. You may be right.
Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Wendybank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he?
Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe.
So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were incensed as I was.
Incensed.
Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Wendybank's storeroom, gathering dust.
My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. Pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank's vault.
Unless someone just, like, gets the word.
Yeah, I mean, we've established that someone can just take it.
And what about your
Stradivarius.
Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Well, there may be the occasional mix-up.
But also that was his fault because he rushed in and just grabbed the cello. Or the viola. Wendy
You know,
Bank,
that is true.
Wendy Bank was like, yeah, you came in, saw the viola, and took it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is on you, buddy. That is on you, Shomes.
Caused by a certain
Impetuous.
impetuous someone not too far from me right now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Why are you offended? Oh!
I don't think she was meant to know.
What's going on? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's because Miss Sussado is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. But Runo, the Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand.
Sussado stole it!
Oh, you're pretty sus!
That's
Sus! Ha!
That's what
Oh fuck, my soundboard isn't up! No!
that's what he said. That he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So, that's why the manuscript is at Wendibank's. And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on?
Wait a second, I'm looking at... Just a second. I'm looking at my... I'm trying to find the sounds that I added to fucking voice mod, and I can't find them anymore.
Every now and then, they just disappear, I find.
No! Meanwhile, now all it's giving me is fucking farts and burps.
Aw, rad.
The very first one on the list is Noob's Fart.
Worst case Ontario.
That's what this is! This is worst case Ontario! My soundboard. There we go. There we go. We're back. We're back. I can do this now.
It's all water under the
Wait.
fridge.
Please. Please play. Please.
Great.
Okay. I'm gonna try it again.
Wow, Sussado, you're
Please.
pretty sus.
It's still not working.
Oh, it played the first time.
What?
It played when you pressed it the first time.
Oh. I didn't hear it.
Oh. I did.
That's fucking weird. I can't hear it. What?
You probably
I don't even have mute for me on.
It's probably a different sound device.
No, I just changed the sound device.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, now it's playing. Now it's playing. We're good. Okay, well now...
Water under the
That's
fridge
fine.
is the nightmare situation.
It's true, it really is. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how my soundboard works some other time.
I think we're getting close to a stopping point.
Yeah, and fair enough, because I've got some stuff to do before I go to bed for work tomorrow. Ah.
What is it, Mr. Sholmes?
It would appear our guest has arrived.
Miss Lestrade!
Should we stop here?
Yeah, this feels like a decent place to leave off.
I think so.
It's like, I feel like we're gonna have to wait, quite a while for it to be, like, the end of this investigation section.
Yeah. I was gonna stop when she arrived.
Okay, fair enough. So that works out perfect.
Yeah. Let's go to Talking Street, shall we?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, how do I save? Oh, there.
What do you mean?
I didn't see that had a big save button on it.
Ah.
I saw that it said records, but I was just looking for saves on the side. Okay.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. See, I get that in, fucking Google Docs, because for some reason, they don't have it listed as, like, delete document. Whenever you go to, like, delete something, it has it as remove document. So I'm looking for a capital D for delete, and I can't find it, and I get, like, all confused. It's the same with GIMP, the alternative to Photoshop. It's like, for that one, it has remove layer instead of delete layer, and it's like, why won't you just say the word delete?
Yeah, that's weird.
Everyone knows what delete means.
But we finally made it out of the pawn shop.
We did. Ryunosuke is no longer trapped in that hell. We can instead trap him in a brand new hell.
Yeah. I don't know when our next one is. Not next week for certain.
Yeah, not next week, and I don't think it can be the week after that because I'm gonna be out of town that weekend. And then the next weekend after that is fucking Christmas.
Yeah,
and then the weekend after that is like right before New Year's. So this may be the last Great Ace Attorney stream until the new year.
Yeah. Going into 2024 playing Great Ace Attorney.
And meanwhile, we were so naive.
We'll never go into 2023 playing Great Ace Attorney.
We were so young and so stupid.
But hey, at least we played Great Ace Attorney in 2023.
We did.
We were this close to not playing it at all for, like, this whole year.
Exactly. It's like, it could have been worse. It was bad, but, I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah. You guys can't get mad.
Exactly. You are... Hey, if you get mad, stop it.
Yep. Better stop.
Stop it. You gotta
She'll
stop.
do it.
I'll do it. Don't try me. Okay, I'm gonna get away.
Yeah, but with that, everybody be safe. Have fun.
Don't get shot.
Don't get shot. And I'll see you when I see ya. Bye-bye.